Christmas in Antarctica, 1994, Julie Dawson. Christmas was guaranteed to be a white Christmas for us in Antarctica. After 4 weeks of traveling by ourselves around hot 93 to 103 degree Argentina, we began the white part of our journey. We left from Ushuaia, Argentina, the southernmost city in the world. Our small ship, a 175-foot, 1987 Finnish-built, former Russian research vessel, still had a mile-long underwater antenna and metal sails for silent running as a spy ship, but had been re-outfitted for Antarctic expedition. During our first 40 hours at sea, we crossed the roughest waters in the world, where the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans collide. In wintertime, the waves can reach up to 200 feet, we were told. For us, the waves were about 10 feet. No problem for Peter, but more than enough for me. With an ear patch, anti-bird, and 2 of the softest pillows in the world cradling my head, I blissfully spent those 40 hours in La La Land. 2 days later, at 4 a.m., the world stopped thrashing. Believing we must have run aground, we sprang to our window, and what to our wondering eyes should appear? Soaring mountains, coated with blinding white snow, reaching up, up, up into vibrant blue skies, while below cerulean white and turquoise icebergs and birdie bits floated randomly in a cove of deep indigo blue water. The sun was working overtime to dramatize our first glimpse of the frozen continent. Bundling into our down coats, life jackets, and guano-proof boots, we scrambled down a ladder on the outside of the steel-reinforced ship. Alex, the strongest man in all of Russia, caught and shuffled us into Zodiacs, rubber life rafts, sans steel reinforcement, that took us through the iceberg-filled waters to shore. There we were able to, respectfully, wander among silly penguins, languid seals, hardy birds, and the exotic flavors of Antarctica, the coldest, windiest, driest, highest continent in the world. 3 elements collaborated to bring wonder to our experience. While the vastness, variations, and beauty of the land, water, and iceberg seemed solid and timeless, there was always an underlying sense of urgency from potential weather changes that could bring us into sudden danger. And then, of course, the wild creatures. Christmas time in Antarctica. Yes, it was white, and so much more. Totally isolated from the entire world, every one of our senses was filled with the basic simplicity and enormously complex systems of our planet. At that time, we were among only 100,000 people in all of history privileged to experience this remote continent. Antarctica had no permanent inhabitants. However, we did meet scientists at various research stations. When we arrived at the Argentine base, suddenly men scurried out and set up an instant store, a card table, with an assortment of t-shirts, badges, and pins proclaiming Antarctica and a guest book. Evidently, Peter recorded our names in the book, evidence that 2 more strangers had been in Antarctica. 6 weeks later, back at home, we found a message on our telephone answering machine. "Hi, this is Buzz Goodman calling from Skokie, Illinois. We met you in 1982 in China. We just returned from Antarctica, where we saw your names in a guest book at the Argentine Research Station. We knew it had to be you. One more dimension of our trip, making new friends and rediscovering friendships made 12 years earlier in a totally different corner of the globe. Peace, Julie Dawson.